Hello everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time, we got a fucking bombshell of information. I know I'm swearing in the first minute of the episode. It's fine, my channel's not monetized. Yeah, we just got a bombshell of a freaking reveal. So, Nagito has the hand of Junko, and he has a deep hatred for her. And, we're here on Host Peak Academy now. Everything's a big glitchy mess, so, in this episode, we're gonna head to the gymnasium, and we're gonna see whatever graduation exam Monokuma's been talking about. Oh, doors are glitchy. Oh, no. It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? And I'll go and definitely clear things up. Oh, this looks weird! This is so weird! I don't like this! I don't like this at all! Oh, hey, that's the AV room. Oh, that's cool. Hey, look, it's the store where we can go do gachapon. Oh, boy, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Can't go upstairs. Something might be waiting. I'm not going to cower away anymore. So I brace myself and cautiously open the door. I'm terrified of what's going to be beyond this door. Like, I don't even know what to expect of this game anymore. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Okay. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me beyond, on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium. And everyone's here.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Host Peak Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right.
yeah.
Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! So how does it feel to return to a long-awaited Host Peak Academy?
Why, you...
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Host Peak Academy!
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true!
No.
Oh, but it is! I mean, this is definitely Host Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Host Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool.
I don't believe it. But of course, it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Host Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. And if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone's feeling nostalgic right now. Yeah, the player. Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullshit! Just spit it out already! Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means... I made this Host Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting the grumblies that you acknowledge that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then, what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure?
But on the other hand,
Yes?
I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let's choose right now.
no.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. What? Main cast?
Hey.
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
Damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout House Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing had finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? The outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Hope Peak Academy? This is the Hope Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it. Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve corps who's never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do
As
it!
long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyways? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we were really tricked by Monokuma? Yeah, and you fuckers let her die as a result! I hate all of you! However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No. Even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Thanks, Mini Maru!
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Host Peak Academy. About ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Whoa! Was that a glitch or was that the game? I think that was an actual, like, error on my computer. That was weird. Wow. Okay, that was weird. That was like a little hiccup on my computer's end. If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Host Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that's what we're thinking. So, why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never ever choose to stay on this island.
Hey.
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But, what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
Even so, well, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
it will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right.
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never achieve our goal.
Jeez. You're
Connie already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia! Please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely gonna go home. So we actually have to investigate. Oh, but that's a weird sound effect for observation mode. Wow, so we're actually investigating the Host Peak Academy. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Yeah, we're on a different floor of the school. I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Sonia, how you doing? This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? No, considering that everything is such a glitchy mess, I feel it too. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this looks looks normal. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it was setting out to look like we could go in there, but I guess not. Man, where even can... Dojo? Is the dojo the only place I can go? Oh! What's that? Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Oh, it's a book! What's this? It's a manga. The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Host Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class!
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person! Man, considering modern society, ChatGPT would be the first. I am not endorsing AI, in fact, I fucking hate it. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious this looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Oh, it's cute! I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Host Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Host Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Host Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Host Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system. The Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, I apologize. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. The Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge to look after looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to the most high schools. Nevertheless, Host Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Host Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Host Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Host Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Wait, hang on, that was a rushed ending! Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? Ah, they did! This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget you were part of the Reserve Department? The Vision Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you mean to say? What do you want me to say?
By the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve course students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. Damn it. What the heck? So, that was a truth bullet. That means to tell me that there's that tells me there's going to be a 6th trial.
What's going on?
This hallway is kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rules being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. So where do you want me to go next then, Monokuma? You want me to go in this room. Oh, hello! Another one. It's another manga laying on top of the desk. Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy, huh? Okay, so we're going into this! This is why Host Peak Academy went bankrupt in. It was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little bit more about that incident? Took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. See what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylish drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy occurred at Host Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Host Peak Academy used other resources to develop him. Wait, but that's supposed to be Makoto, right? Supposedly Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Okay, maybe not. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students at Host Peak Academy's Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did by making that knowledge public. It stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Host Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. Huh? With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Host Peak Academy. I don't know. What if they brought in the ultimate serial killer? What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. That's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold! Oh, you should be lucky that you're incompetent! Damn it. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope? Nagito mentioned that before too, right? It looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, this reserve department! Here, it's that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began an uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. I am curious to know how all of this is going to lead up to a class trial, because that is exactly what this is leading up to. Certain students secretly use the incident to their advantage. Who is that? Wait. Is Izuru supposed to be Mukuro Ikusaba? Because I think they did talk about how, like, she did kill people, and we did see that in the first game. Is that what the tragedy is mentioning? If so, why are they concealing her name? That's what doesn't make sense to me. Oh, Pet! Wait, hang on, Pet? Pet? Hello, Pet? What happened to Pet? Pet? Oh? Pet! It laid an egg! The pet laid an egg! Wait. It wants to give you something. Oh! Wait, the pet's leaving? Really? Wait, so the pet leaves and then creates a new pet? That's wild. What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. I love that picture. There's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga in the hopes that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Host Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students was triggered, that triggered the tragedy of Host Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostering a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students. People in various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet. It began spreading and eroding to the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon, the weak formed fractions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to a more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. Wow! Great meta-narrative on actual real life. Coming from a true crime girly myself. Huh. Am I being called out? By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey! Are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my! You don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. You know, as an office lady myself who loves eating candy, you're right. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Yeah, on one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. I think it's just a farce, though. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as the ultimate despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they're actually able to do it, and I guess that's why they were called ultimates, then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering ran out of the freezing room. Yeah, so I think what they're gonna talk about is the ultimate despair would absolutely have to be a world ender, whereas the ultimate hope would more than likely have to be the Future Foundation, right? At least that's what I'm assuming. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, Fuyuhiko. What's up, buddy?
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Alright, hi, Monokuma.
Hiya.
Why, hello, Hajime! You're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Woo, there's another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I don't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like reading manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair! Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. Yeah, Junko. A high school girl?
yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, even she influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Their connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who have been in the position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Juno Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, set aside principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a sub-plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelmingly force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. I'm starting to think that metaphor is literal. Wait, so does that imply that Nagito was a part of the ultimate despairs? That would imply it, right? Whole despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. like a mother providing food for her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. Oh! Lovely! And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. Wow, very cult-like behavior. There's no way something that crazy is possible. She made you sweet silver child. Ever heard of Scientology? Ever heard of Heaven's Gate? Yeah, this shit real.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. So they all drank the Kool-Aid, huh? Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops! It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. Doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead. That is true. Huh? Yeah, she is. She is dead. We know about that. She died at the end of the first game. But that doesn't mean her group doesn't still exist. That's the thing. Oh, I guess we have to talk to Fuyuhiko about that. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is already dead? Huh? What? You didn't see? There's a book called Not Longer for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was it you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Host Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey.
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed incident killing school life was Junko. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
Like...
Turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Peak Academy. She took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's no limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The students of Host Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But what messed up the plan that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko's no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resemble that killing. The killings were involved and resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from House Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fakes. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting this somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? I wonder how much extra information they're actually going to share. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? Do you have a problem with that? Well, they really wanted you to read the manga version since they took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making sense again.
well now.
Yeah then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy! Damn, so is there more to explore of this? I'm genuinely surprised they've shared all of the— oh. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. Wait, yeah, it's a different floor! It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? I just say that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. And you know what? I think we're going to explore this floor of Host Peak Academy next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and next time on Danganronpa 2, we learn more about what's going on here. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!